first carry for Josh Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to Henry.
23 yards on the play.
Gold Raiders.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A quick throw now complete to Ross. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
The Raiders have got him. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play. And a Raider first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Number 3, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
To the 49.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Jonathan Allen on the
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
TJ Watt.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Las Vegas first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll will say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. One now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 24, Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and 15.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight reel.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. The tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Henry runs. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle made by...
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Littleton on the tackle.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is a counter play, Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. He may try and run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Carry for the running back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 44, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
And at the 14-yard line.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
That's the score. Chargers 28, Raiders 7.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Prescott. Reception here by Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 3rd down. Now Prescott. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and long, it's Herbert. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Today's final score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Gonna be